Hello students, welcome to AC Engineering. This video going to explain you the instantaneous, real, reactive and apparent power in an electric circuits. So while discussing these circuits, before that we just have a glance over the different components used in an AC circuits and their voltage, current and power relationship. So the passive elements of resistor, inductor and capacitors, which symbolically represented with the letter R, L, C, unit of resistor ohm, unit of inductor Henry, unit of capacitor farads. In an AC circuits, the impedances of the particular circuit elements are represented resistor as R, inductor as J omega L, capacitor as minus J omega C. Voltage across the resistor V equal to Ri. See, I am giving a representation in an AC circuit. So here V is a small v, I should be written as a small I. R, L, C are capital letters, means those are all the inductance and capacitance resistance property. So R capital, V and I should be the small letter in the representation of an AC circuits. Inductor as voltage across inductor V equal to L into di by dt. Voltage across capacitor is V equal to 1 by C integral I dt plus V 0 means an initial voltage. Is an initial voltage. Then current equation for the resistor I is equal to V by R. Inductor current equation I is equal to 1 by L integral of V dt plus I at the initial stage 0. Then current equation for capacitor I is equal to C into dV by dt. Going back to the instantaneous power in watts. Resistor power is equal to I square R. See here, note P also a small p, not a capital P. P equal to L into Li di by dt. Li into di by dt. Power in capacitor is equal to C into V dV by dt. With this comparison and with this different components in an AC circuit and voltage current power relationship, we enter into the circuit. Now consider a series RLC circuit with all the circuit elements R, L, C are connected in series. Our resistor dissipates power. Inductor and capacitors are storing elements. Inductor stores energy in magnetic field. Capacitor stores energy in electric field. The circuit can be simplified with a single load impedance ZL, which is again redrawn with an equivalent circuit voltage source with a single source ZL, where this ZL equal to this ZL equal to, I'm writing here, this ZL equal to R plus J omega L minus J by omega C. That just before we discussed in this column. In the representation of an voltage and currents in AC circuit, V and I are not considered as a DC constant that we already seen, which are not considered as a DC constants and are represented as a complex sinusoidal quantities. This V and I are not a DC constant, but both are represented as a complex sinusoidal quantities. What it means, a complex sinusoidal quantity means it considers both magnitude and phase angle. Magnitude and phase angle. Why magnitude and phase angle? AC, in an AC we have a sinusoidal signal. So we have both magnitude and phase angle representation. Now the alternating current. While we are applying the equivalent circuit, consider the equivalent circuit again. Supply voltage AC is given here. Supply voltage given. A current I flows through. The I is represented as an complex sinusoidal quantity by representing both magnitude and phase angle. So small I equal to capital Im, maximum current Im, or some of the authors used as I max, into sine omega t. I is equal to Im sine omega t. Similarly, representation of AC voltage, small v equal to V max sine omega t plus or minus phi. What is this phi? Phi is an phase angle between current and voltage. This phi is assigned with either a positive or negative sign depending on whether it is leading or lagging the current I. So we have three elements: resistor, inductor and capacitor. If it is an pure resistive load, then phi is equal to 0, means voltage is in phase with current I. If pure inductor, then phi is equal to 90 degree, means voltage leads current. In an inductor, voltage leads current. In a pure capacitor, phi is equal to minus 90 degree. That's why voltage lags current I. By substituting the equations of V and I in equation for power, where power is equal to VI, then capital P is equal to V max sine omega t plus phi I max sine omega t. This is a power in an AC circuit which is often expressed in three terms via apparent power, average or active power and reactive power. So dear students, with this introduction, we will pass on to the next video for discussing apparent, average and reactive power. We just go through, these are all the very important points to impose. Thank you students.